Good evening. Hello. I'm David John Sponheim with Sarah Hart. We're going to be doing a 10-minute cooking show making pasta salad. This is going to be a tuna, pea, and seaweed pasta salad that you can make on the road in less than 10 minutes. Let's go.
All you need is a microwave and a source of water. So David's going to start with some eggs, and we're going to actually cook these in the microwave.
Right. Okay, that was the hardest part right there. I put it on for 4 minutes, Sarah, and now I'm going to basically start cutting up an onion. So I'm taking a half of an onion.
All right. So with the water, when he gets the water going, what we're going to be putting in the water right now, he has hard-boiled eggs actually in the water, cooking it for 4 minutes, and then once it's done, we're going to be putting in a tin of ramen noodles into the hot water, and also he's got cutting up an onion.
Right, and you don't want to cut your fingers. Always cut away from your fingers. So that's a good idea.
You could also add celery to this if you'd like.
Now let's talk about the ingredients that are going in here. Anything from celery, onions, you can get anything like that chopped. Green pepper works. We're also going to have a cup of peas here. These happen to be frozen peas.
But you can use canned peas as well.
Right, canned works just the same. I use a can of tuna fish, and it's best to get some good tuna fish, like albacore or something like that. And we also cook with a product when we travel, which is dried seaweed, wakame. And wakame, or however you pronounce it, is actually a really very strong mineral source for your body and helps prevent and fight possible illness. Who knows? But many people around the world use this. And what I do is I rehydrate this, and we're going to use the same water we're cooking with. We're going to use the same water we're cooking the eggs in right now. And this egg cook is a very interesting thing. Sarah came up with this concept last week.
You can hard-boil eggs in your microwave, because David's actually made scrambled eggs in the microwave before. That's for a different show.
Right.
But I said, well, why can't you make hard-boiled eggs in the microwave? Just make sure you put your eggs in the water first. Okay, so another product we're going to do is paprika. And you can add any kind of spices to it. Even just the spices from your ramen noodles will work fine in your pasta salad. One of the tricks David does with the spices, by the way, is you put the spices in the water instead of in the water with the noodles, and then drain it out. And that way you drain out a lot of the salt.
Right, the
well.
salt that's in a lot of these spice racks have nitrates in them, or monosodium glutamate. So you want to get that out. A little trace of it won't hurt you. It actually adds flavor. Now, let me show you what I do with this. Go ahead and show this.
Okay. Okay, so David's actually getting the ramen ready. So he's breaking it up.
That helps it cook faster once it gets into the hot water.
Okay, so once you put all of those things together, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to need some kind of moisture with your pasta sauce. So David uses mayonnaise, and to lighten up on the amount of fat, he uses about half mayonnaise and half non-fat yogurt. By the way, this is a great trick for anybody out there that wants to lower their calories. If you want a great sour cream substitute, do half mayonnaise and half yogurt.
Yeah, half non-fat yogurt. You could also replace the non-fat yogurt with sour cream. So that's an option. Let's get that can off. And a lot of the juices in the can go into the pasta salad, but I like to drain the top layer of juices out just in case there's some, flavoring from the can or something.
Okay.
Leaving half the juices that are in there. Okay. So it flavors the pasta salad. Now, if you don't like tuna, one of our chatters was talking about how you can replace it with boneless chicken. And you can get that at any of the major box stores. Boneless chicken out of the can works.
Yeah, canned chicken instead of canned tuna. That's a great replacement alternative. So
okay. Now our microwave is done here. Take a look at that.
Perfect.
Okay, fling that out.
So
the water is nice and hot. So I pull my eggs out right now. They will have reached the boiling point. Inside, they've been zapped. And then we take and put in wakame. And you can crush it up as you drop it in there. And this will blow up into big leaves. And this seaweed really makes a flavorsome addition to a pasta salad. It's one of the secrets that fine chefs use. is seaweed. And it adds very, very good sources of minerals and a certain natural sense of salt. And then of course you take the shrimp, and I prefer getting the shrimp ramen because it has a seafood flavor. If you're not cooking a seafood like tuna dish,
then you could get chicken.
Get chicken, and just put it right in there. And then, like Sarah was saying, you take this shrimp package and put it all in there. And when it hits the ramen, it absorbs some of it as it's cooking. Then I'm going to zap this for another 1 minute in the microwave. Okay, there we go.
So these eggs should be, we'll see about the eggs.
The eggs may need a little bit longer. We're going to go ahead and, what we usually do is drain the water in there so the hot water sits around the eggs.
Yeah.
And it cooks for the final seconds.
That'll be perfect. So then it's a way to save water too. So fantastic ideas, David.
Where's our timer on here?
It's right here.
Oh, good. Okay, so we're at 6
see
minutes
it.
already?
6 minutes already.
Wow.
Yep.
So this is coming together fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So everything is already almost ready to assemble. These can come out of the can and right into your dinner, but what I'm going to do is probably give them a zap for about 30 seconds just to make sure they're not frozen or anything.
Yeah, exactly, considering you're using frozen ones. All right, fantastic. All right.
Okay.
Is this, you can go ahead
Pull
and
that
change that out. Oh, you have the thing to strain it with?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, this is cooking in its own heat and its own water. It's all rehydrating right now.
So you see that the seaweed got really big there, so it's all fluffed up.
Yeah, you can see that it's starting to fluff up.
In here.
And I'm going to throw these in here just to cook some more. I'm going to put the eggs right back in there to cook. Okay, we're doing this in 10 minutes, so everything's like really pushed to the max.
Yeah, exactly. You could have just left them in from the beginning. Probably if I did it again, I probably would do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to leave the eggs to get them.
To keep them cooking throughout the process, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is, after all, cooking up politics, and I want to say, I believe that Barack Obama is not doing a good job, and I think he needs to start working a little harder at getting jobs for Americans. And that's a generic thing that I can say every single show, and it's going to be true, because this guy has not done what he promised he would do, and that is virtually create 4 million jobs. Okay, as you can see, that's rehydrated.
Go ahead and we're going to pour this out. Okay, you want to...
Okay, I'm going to take this.
Strain it.
Yeah, let me get the eggs out, because you don't want eggshells in there.
Strain them in, and then the eggs will come out later.
Well, I'm going to pull them out right now, because I think it's probably best.
Okay.
We're at 3 minutes and counting.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 minutes. We got 2 to go. All right, good.
All right, so now he's going to take that and strain it.
And put that over the eggs.
Okay.
Okay, that makes your pasta salad. And then what you do is add your ingredients. Now, while I'm doing this, you take and break up the tuna. And I will put the onions in. There's the onions. Okay, just kind of break up the tuna. There you go. Okay, we're coming down on 1 minute.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay,
And why don't you pour the paprika in?
Okay.
Yeah, the egg is really kind of undercooked. You don't even have to.
No, I'm not going to cook that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me zap those a little longer.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, we're at.
I'm going to add the peas. Okay, hang on. Okay, we got 1 minute. When the final seconds here, this is better than Chef Ramsay, I think.
Do the mayonnaise.
I'm going to do the mayonnaise. And then we're going to add a little bit of yogurt too.
Paprika.
Okay.
And you don't even have to add eggs, so we can
Yeah.
add the eggs a little bit later
Yeah.
after the recording.
Right, you can add the eggs later. But you get the idea, folks. And the paprika adds flavor. You can also add pepper. And you can just make this an incredible opportunity. I cook this on the road when I'm traveling. So if you're in a motel, enjoy. Thank you for watching America's Third Party, and check us every weekday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Blog TV. That's blogtv.com/people/America's Third Party.
See you there.